Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Balint with Corona Diaries entry number 2. So today we're going to talk about a little bit of procrastination, how to resolve it, how to kind of be on top of everything. But this is a very specific technique that I got from Dr. John Demartini. If you don't know who he is, he's one of the leading human behavioral specialists in the world, and basically has many different techniques, but one of the biggest things he talks about is values, but also then linking stuff to your values to be much more effective and efficient and grateful for what you're doing. Like as we talked about, as I talked about a lot on my social media, is like gratitude is a gateway to the heart. Like Gary Vaynerchuk talks about gratitude all the time. And if you're doing things that you're grateful for, you actually do a better job at them. It's easier to do them, and you don't procrastinate as much with them because you see how everything is aligned for you. So I'll run through what to do exactly specifically, but the reason and my intention for this is that you got a tool in your toolbox that you can use anytime, and this is very versatile. You can use it. What I'm going to use it for today is linking certain tasks to my highest value, so I actually become efficient and procrastinating less on doing stuff. Specifically, how can you link actions that you might be procrastinating? How make it like a goal? Let's say you want to work out. In this case, I want to do more videos. Like, how can I link that to my highest value and actually break it down for you and show you how to do something like that? So let's get into it. So there's 4 steps that you need to take. First one, what are your top 3 highest values? Now, if you don't know your values, what I would suggest is go to drdemartini.com/values and determine your values. It's free. That's the one I use. I do recommend that if you're gonna do them, make sure that when you write your answers down in step number 2, when you group the answers together, you actually grouping them depending on what those answers mean for you. For example, one of the things I wrote down in how I fill my space is with my phone. That comes with me all the time. That means learning to me. That means engaging with me, with my audience. So when I finish my value determination, I came to 3 different things. My ones are personal development, have an audience, and health and fitness. So throughout this video, I'm gonna use these as an example to get through everything. The second question that you need to ask is, what is your goal? What are we trying to link to your values? So for me, it's growing my online social retail business and frequent content creation. Step number 3, what are the actions you need to take to reach your goal? Now this is a brain dump, like anything and everything that you can think of that's going to help you, and these are specific action steps that you need to take. Write them down, write a list. So for example, on the retail part, I need to make sure that I provide good customer service throughout the customer journey, ask for referrals, and ask for people if they want to do the program that we have to offer. For recruiting, making sure I grow my network, I'm getting my team started right, and also helping them go to events. For filming, it is, filming, obviously, editing, and also posting. So there's a couple things that you're gonna write down, but I need you to write down everything and anything. It's a brain dump, no big, no small actions. The important part is it's specific. You need to write down everything at this point. Now, step number 4 is link these action steps to your highest values. Now, for me personally, I do like to prioritize these ones to save time, because there's certain action steps that you're gonna write down. They're gonna trump over all the other ones that you wrote down before. And that's an important thing to take away. So you want to prioritize, you want to make sure you go from the top. A good question to ask is, what is the one thing that I can do that will make everything easier or irrelevant? And if you find that one thing, that's the first one you're going to link your values to, because you get that done, if nothing else, you're going to start moving forwards. All right, so this is how the paper's going to look after you finish. So I'll explain it a bit. So I made my writing a bit bigger, otherwise you can't read it. And I'll explain what all this black mess means as well. So I chose one task specifically. So this is invite or direct ask to join either a program or to join our team. Now, in what I'm doing for our business, this is a high income producing activity. This is one of the priorities that we need to do. Now, for whatever goal you chose, you're gonna have some things that are very, very high priority things that you need to do and you need to stay on top on. So I'm gonna use this as an example, and I'm gonna use my highest value, which is personal development, as the example to actually link it. So how do we do this? The question you need to ask is, how does inviting and direct asking for people to join gonna help my personal development? Now, if you come up blank at the very beginning, that is normal. That is a-okay, because if you already had the answers, you would not need to do this exercise. Like, you already be doing this action. This is when you're not doing the action that you asked to do, so you link it there. Now, trust me, there is a link. There always is. It just takes time sometimes to actually find the answers. So one of the things that I found for this one specifically was the fact of if I invite people, I actually get to see more people's reaction, and more people's reaction is it increases my database in my mind, what people react and why people react to. Which for me, I'm really into psychology, so I've classed as a personal development. So I'll write that down. I get more information on people. So now I only see how to draw this box here. Now I made it even smaller when I did it properly. I just made it bigger so I can explain this easier. So when you have this, so I get more information on people. So you would write MIP, more information as well on people. You only write the first letter of the words. Okay? Now, and you can keep going with this. How's inviting and direct asking to join help my personal development? Well, in sales, there's no question about it, this is one of the things that most people are not willing to do because there's fear behind it. So, I'm able to face fear, right? So, that's gonna help me toughen my skin, which is going to help me be better at life. Be able to take more punishment from life. But you see how I started writing over the other letters? Now the point here is not that you can reread it, because you most likely won't. You're just wasting paper and wasting ink. What you need to do right now is just write down in the box the letters until you pretty much end up like this. Now, how many do you need to write down? You need to write down enough, which is different for different people, for different things. Now, John Demartini says aim for between 20 to 50. That's a pretty good estimate, and especially because we are very specific. We are not talking about, I'm trying to build a business. I'm talking about one specific action. You don't have to write as much. If you were more generic, you do it. The more generic the thing that you're trying to link to your highest values, the more things that you need to write down. So the more specific it is, the less you have to write down, and the quicker this goes. Now, if it takes time, that's okay. If you're not able to get it at first, that's all right. You just keep writing, and it pretty much just ends up like black. You're not meant to reread it. It's just you're meant to get your mind working, and because you're writing, it helps you remyelinate your brain faster. And if you remyelinate your brain faster, you get results quicker. And I just did it, and I'm so excited to do all of these things I already wrote down. I was just getting choked up. I was getting excited. I was getting certain. And I could feel my fear just fizzle away. So that is how you do the Dr. John Demartini version of linking. It's very powerful. It takes a little bit of time, but the benefit and return is absolutely insane. So hope you enjoyed that today. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification, all the good stuff as well. But I would love to hear what was your favorite part of the video, and any comments or suggestions for videos to come. I would be very, very appreciative and grateful if you can just pop it down below. I'll link all my social media down in the comments as well, and also the link to Dr. John Demartini's website as well, where you can determine your own values. So you guys have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.